Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana for those of you that are new here. First I just want to say real quick, so I caught myself trying to do a little flexi ride, whatever, and it looked a hot mess. So I was like, let me just see if I could do what it do. And I've been seeing those cute little updos lately. So I tried my best. I think it looks cute. I hope y'all think so too. Another side note, y'all probably like, this girl always got her boobs out. Yep, and that's just me. That's just who I am. Sorry to my father, sorry to my aunties, sorry to my little cousins if they watching. That's what you're gonna see on this channel. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I had a hard time figuring out what my next video was gonna be. That's why I'm trying to be consistent, y'all. I'm trying my absolute best. I mean, I could do better. I think I could do a little bit better. I'm trying, but I had a hard time. But I decided that this video is going to be about like leaning into those periods of isolation. I don't want to use the word loneliness because it has like a negative vibe to it. So, and I know isolation sounds kind of crazy too, but when the video gets going, y'all will know what I mean. So just leaning into those periods of time where you have to be by yourself, getting your shit together, getting your mind right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I just want to talk about leaning into it instead of avoiding it, because a lot of us avoid it, and that's when we start doing dumb shit. And I used to avoid being alone so bad. Like, it's not even cute. I was not behaving in a cute way. I'm actually embarrassed. It was not cute. Entertaining people that just out of boredom and loneliness, like people that when I reflect today, they couldn't get the time of day from me today. Like with my new mindset, my maturity, they could not get anywhere near me. So yeah, I was avoiding it bad. And I feel like when you are avoiding loneliness, that's when you start to make dumb mistakes and you start to do dumb shit and shit that's just not productive towards your goals or towards what you want in life. To be honest with y'all, a lot of things that stressed me out to the max in life came from situations of me dealing with people that I should not have been dealing with out of loneliness. So I feel like a lot of mistakes and stress could have been avoided if I just sat down and focused on myself. So yes, I learned from that, and I am here to try to help y'all so y'all don't make the same mistakes that I made. So just to give you guys like a little bit of background of what's going on in my life socially right now. I'm single. I don't got no man. I did go on a little date recently. Shout out to you, but single, focused on myself. And my friends. So my best friends, love them to death, value them to death, but they are super busy, which is okay. That's what happens in adulthood. So, when we were younger, like me and one of my best friends, we were roommates in college, and me and my other best friend, she lived right across the street from me at one point. So I had like constant access to them, constant. And when you're younger, you might talk to your girlfriends on the phone every single day for like an hour or two. Like, we're getting a little old for that. We still be on FaceTime, but not like every single day. So obviously as an adult, I've had to adjust to that. Like, I don't have like, I do. I can call my friends whenever I want. But like we all got shit to do basically. One of my friends, she's married, she has a 1-year-old. My other friend, she's a mom too. She has an 8-year-old, and she's an entrepreneur. So y'all know how entrepreneurs are. Like, it's not like she's working 9 to 5 and then I could just call her at 6. Like, no, she's working all the time, So yeah, and we are all like grandmas now, so we don't even really be like going out like that. We might do a little brunch or a little dinner here and there, but we're not outside, which is fine. But sometimes, like, I would be lying if sometimes I'd be wanting to be outside here and there occasionally, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to turn up a little bit more here and there in a like grown, mature setting, obviously. And I just feel like, we're just all so busy that I don't really get to be outside like that. Like, I be in the house, and sometimes it's by choice, and I'm gonna be real, sometimes it's not by choice. Like, I don't really have like a go-to friend that I could call, like, oh, let's just go get some drinks real quick, let's go out real quick, let's go to the bar. I don't really have that. And my friends, like, we used to be like that, but we old now. Like, I can't just call my friends at 9 o'clock, like, oh, what up, get ready, be ready at 10. Hell no, they're gonna laugh in my face. Like, no, that's just not even happening anymore. Like, I got the type of friends, like, I gotta plan 2 weeks in advance to go out with these bitches. Like, if I want them to do brunch with me in 2 weeks, I need to call them today. Like, hey, are you free in 2 weeks? It'll be August. Are you free? Let me know. With all that being said, I still understand that what's for me is for me. So yes, sometimes I do be getting a little jealous when I be seeing people my age and they still be outside having a good time with their friends on yachts, twerking and drinking. Like, I definitely miss those days being on vacation and all of that. Absolutely. But I still understand that what's for me is for me, and that's as far as friends too. Like, I'm not so pressed for friends that I'm about to like go be friends with women that I know are fake and messy and bitchy and will fuck your man. Like, I never had those type of issues with my best friends ever in my life, and I'm not about to start now. So I'm not pressed, to just go be friends with women or men that aren't good, genuine people. So I'm still, I'm still happy with who is in my life, and I understand that who is in my life right now is who is meant to be in my life. And when God is ready for me to meet new friends or meet a man or whatever, it will happen. As far as men, I have not completely written off men yet, but I am about done with y'all bullshit. So I am only entertaining what makes sense to me. Like, I'm not just out here, like, no, I'm not just out here doing it because I'm bored and for fun. Like, no, I'm not dealing with y'all bullshit anymore. So any men that's watching this, like, if you were interested in coming my way, please don't come my way with no bullshit, because I am finally okay with being by myself. So I don't even need you to be around me if you only gonna bring bullshit and stress to my life. Okay, so finally, after years and years of trial and error, like, I'm telling y'all, it has taken me a long time to get here. So if you're not here yet, it is okay, because it took me a long time to get here. A lot of mistakes, a lot of stress, a lot of sadness. It took a lot to get here. But I am finally at the point where I am genuinely happy and okay with being by myself. And I'm not saying that I want this for the rest of my life. Of course, I do not want this for the rest of my life. But for right now, I'm happy and I'm embracing it. And I know that everything sounds so cliche. So when you're not ready for it, it just be like, shut the fuck up. Like, when somebody's like, oh, just enjoy your own company, blah, blah, blah. You just be like, shut the hell up. I don't want to enjoy my own company right now. I want my nigga back. Like, but I promise you, you will make it to the other side, and we will welcome you with open arms. So let's talk about some things that you can do to embrace this period of alone time. My therapist actually told me, because I was calling it like loneliness, being lonely, blah, blah, blah. And she was saying that she doesn't like that word unless, reframe it. So she was like, you could say like taking a me vacation. And I love that. Like, that sounds good. Like, I'm just taking some time for myself. I'm just taking a me vacation. That's what I'm doing right now. So think of some things that you always wanted to learn to do. Let's start there. Me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I just started cooking like the end of last year, early this year, and I'm actually pretty okay at it. Like, I'm pretty good at it. I ain't no chef now. I can't throw down yet, but I can cook. That's something that I could not confidently say a couple years ago. I found some recipes and I just been cooking and I feel good about myself. Read some books. I know that sounds so basic. Read some books, learn something new, keep your brain working. Think about all of the things that you've been meaning to do, you were supposed to do, and you just haven't been doing it because, either you've been distracted, you've been unmotivated, you've been lazy. Happens to all of us. Ain't no shame in it. Just get back up and focus on that. So, like for me, one thing, for example, applying to grad school. I've been wanting to apply to grad school for years now, and haven't done it because I just haven't been focused on the right shit. So now is the time. Like, the time is now, for me to just sit down, write my personal statements, contact who I need to contact for my recommendation letters, and get it going. Focus on taking care of yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, so that it's to the point where you take such good care of yourself that when you do get around other people, when you do meet your new significant other, your new friends, you will never let them mistreat you, because you done spent all this time teaching yourself how to treat yourself with love and respect. So why would you spend all that time treating yourself so well and then get around people that don't treat you well? You know what I mean? You're not going to allow people that don't treat you with respect into your life once you spend all of this time loving yourself and taking care of yourself. It's like at first you will probably feel like you're forcing it. Like, I feel like I'm forcing myself to do this. But you keep doing it, and after a while, it's just like, voila, you're living your life, and it's amazing, and you're doing things that you never thought that you were going to do, and you're feeling great, and you did it all by yourself, which makes it feel even more amazing. One thing I also did was start to reflect on my childhood and just think about what are some of the things and hobbies that I really used to like to do that I don't do anymore. So one of the things I used to love to do is read, and I'm talking about them ghetto urban books like The Coldest Winter Ever, Fly Girl. Y'all know them type of books. My mom was buying me those books too, which is so funny. So yeah, I used to be in my house. I was a little nerd. Like, I just used to be in the house reading my books, having a good time. So I recently bought the sequel to Fly Girl, and it's funny because Tracy, the main girl, she was a teen in the original Fly Girl back when we was teens, and now this book I bought, she's 28, so around the same age as me. So I was like, wow, so I feel like it's some type of sign there, so I'm about to read it and see what it's about. I used to play the piano, I used to play the viola, like I used to play instruments, and I don't do none of that anymore. Like, my mom is so disappointed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to my mother for all that money she spent. But yes, like, I want to start playing instruments again. So I'm about to YouTube. We got a little piano keyboard at my house. I'm about to YouTube some like piano lessons, and I'm excited. And that's another thing. Like, if you're dreading being alone, if you're like, just like, oh my god, I'm so sad, I'm so lonely, poor me, I get it, sometimes it is a sad thing, but I feel like you have to change your mindset about it. If you wake up like, I am so excited to learn something else about myself today, I am so excited to learn how to do something new today, I think that changes everything. And that's how I felt. That was the difference this time around for me. Like, in the past, I used to be dreading being alone, and that's why I was, latching on to people that I shouldn't have been latching on to. And now I'm like, okay, grasshopper, you go your way, I'm gonna go my way, and that's just what it is. And I'm excited. Like, I'm just so excited to learn more about myself and discover new things. It's an exciting thing if you look at it that way. So I feel like sometimes God is just like, he just wants you to sit down for a quick second. So it's like, don't look at it as a punishment, like, oh my god, I'm by myself, this is a punishment. No, like, look at it as a time of rebirth. Like, this is it's a time to rejuvenate yourself. So I feel like it's a blessing, really, to just have time to yourself, getting to know yourself, and bettering yourself for the next phase of your life. So I feel like if you look at it like that, then you should be good. And another thing, start doing things by yourself. Stop waiting on men to do shit for you. Sometimes, love y'all to death, but sometimes you gotta stop waiting on your friends to do things. So take yourself out on dates. So like me, while the NBA playoffs were still going on, I wanted to go somewhere and watch the game. So I just went to the bar by myself and I got a drink, I got some food, and I watched the game, and it was amazing. I had a great time. I used to go to the movies before the pandemic. I used to go to the movies by myself all the time, and I really loved it. I got to get back to that actually, now that I bring that up. So yeah, just start taking yourself out and doing things by yourself. Me, I never thought that I would take a solo vacation, but I'm leaning towards that. Like, I'm about to find somewhere that I want to go, and I'm about to book that trip, and I'm about to take a solo vacation, and I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh God, like I don't want to go anywhere by myself. No, I'm excited to do this by myself. Find a place, explore it, meet new people, have a great time. I'm excited. So yes, like, some things can still be fun. Experiencing it by yourself. So do that. I think I'm done. If I think of anything else, I will be coming back to the camera, but I think I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. God bless, and I will see y'all later.